Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Namaste. Thank you for joining me. I'm Usagura. I'm here in my home. I'm from Boho Yoga, also from Bayonne. We have about 6 minutes before we get started. We're going to allow everybody to join us, so relax for a little while. A few more minutes, 6 minutes, and we'll get started. Allowing your mind, if you want to stay and start with me here, we're just going to stand and prepare our bodies by standing in a mountain pose, gently and slowly and softly allowing our mind to come back in to our body, focusing, noticing. Start with your breath. Feel how that breath fills your lungs. Feel how that breath escapes from the lungs. Feel the inhale, how cool it is. Feel the exhale, how warming it is. If we focus more on the exhale, you'll notice that we can stay calm. Engage your feet. Feel the flesh. Feel them on the floor. Notice them. Can you make them flat? Feel the big toes, the inner heels, gently drawing into the middle. Can you line up the second and third toe to the center of the heel? Roll your thighs outward, roll your thighs inward to allow the kneecap to also track over the second and third toe. Make them strong. Make them firm. Instead of gripping with the toes, push them flat in the ball joints. Feel the toes separating as much as you can. Breathing. Allow yourself to stand. Every exhale, we're drawing the belly in as if it were the bellow pushing up the breath. And we're strong and we're lifting. Allow the shoulders to gently roll back and relax. Feel the arms extending. Feel the belly drawing in a little bit more. Can you turn your palms? Can you turn your arms so that the elbows are pointing back? The shoulders are rolling back and down, and the shoulder blades are drawing to flat. Still going to mountain pose. Soften so that your ear canal can draw back to your shoulders, chin to your throat, crown is lifted. And breathe. Just stand. Stay here. Notice how when you lift up the crown, the back itself wants to arch, lifting up the back of the thighs. Try not to lift up the back of the thighs by lifting up the tail, but keep that hip turned down. Feel yourself steady on your heels. All the weight should be back here, so the legs are turning on more. Notice how we lean forward sometimes and let the body lean back and stay straight because the shoulders are over the heels. Every joint, every part of your body. Just mountain pose. Just breathing. Just standing. So imagine you're standing in your mountain pose and somebody's trying to push you over. Are you strong enough not to let that happen? So you can't move in any direction? You're just still. You might give a little bit at the waist, right? But the legs are firm and solid. Lift that crown more. Feel yourself growing. Can you cinch everything in? Make it tighter. Can you make it flatter? Keep it there while you're extending. While the shoulders are melting. while the arms are reaching as if they were trying to touch the floor without letting the body bend. Breathe and relax and soften. Shake it out. That was a pre-class little warm-up, pre-class warm-up. Shake it all out, make yourself all relaxed. Are you ready? Ready to do yoga with me today? Okay, so it's about time. So like we started a little earlier than class. It was about 6 minutes worth, and we're going to do it all again. Mountain pose. Breathing. Another few minutes for mountain pose. Big toes, inner heels, drawing down into the floor. Feel everything pulling in. You're breathing through the nose, inhaling and exhaling. Every exhale, you're drawing the belly. The feet are lined up so the second and third toe, the webbing part at the knuckle, the ball joints, is lining up with the middle of the heel. Okay? And you're breathing and you're lifting yourself tall. Make those legs firm by pushing away from the floor. Feel the knees extending. Feel the tail pulling. Feel the roundness of your back, lengthening, relaxing, open more, so that the heart and the chest is opening. And you're breathing and you're feeling your entire body reaching away while breathing, staying calm, focusing on your exhale. Is your chin lifting? Try to keep your chin in so that the chin itself is parallel to the floor. The head is pulling back so that the ear canals come over the top of the shoulder. Feel it. Make those legs turn on. Use your big toes. Use your inner heels a little bit more. Make yourself stronger in your pose. Get the elbows to turn back. Don't let the arms go further back than the body. Don't let the arms come further forward than the body. Just in the middle. And we're lifting. And we're breathing. And we're engaging. And it's okay to forget. We all do. It's all lessons learning. So the lesson is to learn. The lesson is to allow yourself to acknowledge that I forgot that, oh, I missed that, and yes, it matters. But it doesn't matter if you forgot it, but it matters because we want to keep trying to get it. So even if we keep failing, doesn't mean we're going to stop trying. We're going to keep trying to engage all the body, every part of your back. Imagine everything's pulling back to try to touch without moving from the side. Everything in the front is opening up, but imagine it was trying to pull forward without moving. So everything is turning on. Extending yourself. Lengthening yourself. Another minute. One more minute in your mountain pose. Just one more. Stay with me. Can you feel the extension of your hands and your fingers? Or are they just hanging out? Reach them. Activate them. Every part of your body. Don't stop. On your next inhale, soften. Inhale the arms upward, keep the legs on. As we exhale, soften. Let the arms float down. Inhale. Look up at the fingers this time. Keep your hands shoulders width apart. Keep your shoulders down. Look up at the fingers. Gently alternate stretching those arms. Reaching up high. Feel yourself lengthening. Softly reach both arms as high as you can, pushing your hips forward. Don't bend your knees, just your arms pull back and let the eyes follow the fingers. Inhale, come back up. Relax your arms down. Stepping back with the right leg, keep your toes to the corner. Heel behind your heel, knee in front, warrior one. Inhale. Exhale. The rotation of the hip, feel it turning in. Knee stays on top of the heel. Feet are grounded. Extending upward. And relax as you gently come back up. Softly and gently. A little pause as my granddaughter walks by. Oh, a hug from my granddaughter. Aw, she's not feeling well today. Or yesterday. Yesterday. Going back up. Okay, here we go again. Inhaling the other leg back. Warrior one. Reaching up high, softly extending. Feel the goodness of your breath, trying to release yourself. Now notice if your body is leaning back, try to keep it straight up. Use your belly, pull in. Use your hips, inner thighs. Reaching what you can. Notice the difference on both sides, how they act and react. Relax, release, and gently come back up. We're going to go to triangle pose. With your right leg going back. Lengthening out. So remember, beginners, if you turn your heel further out, let the hip turn in, it's easier. More intermediate, it's coming straighter and flatter. Hips square more, what you can. Try and rotate, just be careful not to hurt your knee. The more you turn outward, the more the knee wants to turn inward. So be careful not to hurt yourself. Toes stay straight, second and third toe heel to heel. Body long, belly in, extending. Keep lifting again, and just the hips. If the hips don't move, the body doesn't move. But the more you move your hips, the left hip right now toward the right heel, the right hip toward the ceiling. And the more you lift, the more the body will lean. And you don't have to go far, but try to stay flat and lean. Meaning straight through the spine and as flat onto yourself as you can. Arms out to the sides. And then if you go more with your hips, the body will come down. It'll follow. Careful not to lock your knee. Inhale, come back up. We're going to warrior two, soften through the knee. Here's where we want to try to soften that hip, here, to allow it to softly come in, to become straight in the spine. Carefully. Notice if your tail is pushing back. We also want to tuck it under. Lifting. Breathing. Stay in your heels as best as you can. Inhale, rise up high. There's my granddaughter again. Exhale, come back down. Reaching what we can. Extending the warrior. Reaching across. Pressing through the hip. Down. Reaching maybe a little bit more on your side. Gently come back up. Relax, release. And softly step forward. Big step. Light. I'm going to turn to the other side. My left leg. Allow the left leg to step back. Breathe. Nice big warrior. So the more important part is the knee and the top. The top of the heel. Breathing. Ladies, come by. Please make sure you close that door for the noise. Thank you. And you soft. Is your back arching? So notice if this is extending, that usually means that the back is arching. Try to pull everything. Everything counts. Is that hip up to the sky? Are we leaning? Try to soften little bits at a time. I'm just guiding you, so don't worry where you are, but just an acknowledgement and noticing and an awareness of yourself on how. What do you want to really do? The blade should be on the floor, the heel should be on the floor, all the weight. You can feel the inner thigh, hip pulling down. So eventually, right? Eventually you want that hip to pull down. So we don't want the knee to travel, so we want the back leg to go back as the hip is pulling down. Reaching what we can, reaching over, lengthening, sinking more hip, breathing, allowing. Stay in your feet, stay in your feet, stay in your feet. Inhale, come back up. Softly. I'm coming to the front so you can see me better. Sweep the arms way up high. Inhale, extend yourself. Make it reach, not just lift. Hands shoulder width apart, feet hip width to shoulder width apart. Let the knees travel forward. Let the hips travel back. Don't let the knees buckle. Don't let the knees bow. Stay straight in line. Sink. Feel the hips as if they were pulling you down. And the more you extend your arms, so this might be hard. This is okay for now. The more you reach forward, the more you can pull back. And then when you feel your back beginning to lift upward, then you can maybe lift your arms more. But relax. It should be all belly and legs. Nothing in the upper body. Now, wherever your hands will go, if you need your arms on your thighs, if you need some kind of a support a little higher, if you go to the floor, either way, whether your hands, arms, wherever they are, your head needs to stay in and down. Reaching toward the floor with your head. Maybe you can extend the back of the thighs up. Reaching. And roll the spine. Oh, that feels so good. All the way. Let the palms touch here. Hips forward, bend your knees. As if you were trying to lift your pubis upward toward the ceiling. Lift up your heart and reach back. Come back up and relax. Gently sweep the arms. We're going to travel to a plank pose. So into a forward bend, melting all the way down. Bend your knees, hands to the floor. Bring your right leg back. Now, if your hands are forward when you start, it's kind of hard to readjust yourself. But we want the hands back and the hips down. So lengthen that leg back. Bring that hip down. We don't want the back to round, so lift up where you need to be to flatten your spine. Can you rotate on your side? Breathing. If you need the floor, you can do it here too. Can you reach upward? And come back down. Plank pose. Soft, long. Elongate yourself. Breathe. Flatten your shoulder blades. Don't let the hips sag. Don't let the hips roll. Don't let the knees bend. Everything is working flat. Down, all the way to the floor. Elbows into the ribs. Cobra, extending upward. Join your legs and seal them. Seal your legs together. Push and anchor your hips into the floor. Pull your ribs forward, shoulders and elbows back and down. Keep your hips on the floor. Chin in, crown lifting, shoulder blades pulling. And soften down. Child's pose. Wide knees, closed toes. Melt down. Just for a nice deep breath. Yourself. Is your tail pulling under? Is your tail lifting up? Can you flatten your sacrum? Keep your hips on top of your knees. Lengthen your spine. Hands under your shoulders. Can you rotate those elbows back while keeping your shoulder blades flat? Breathing. Extend the right leg. Extend the right arm. Extend the left leg. If you can, lift your leg. Push away. Keep yourself steady. Gently breathing. And come down. Lift up your left arm and your right leg. Remember to press with your heels so your toes aren't pointing. It's just a heel push and you're flattening your spine. And come down. Soften onto your heels, but come all the way up to the front of your space, however that may be. Knees together, heels wider than your hips. Feel yourself melting down. If you can't go all the way down, put something underneath you where you can sit on. Whether it's a book, a few books, a block if you have it, or invest in a block. They're not cheap. They're not expensive. Breathe. Nowadays, we order everything online, don't we? Breathe. Allow yourself to settle down. Feel that stretch. Engaging into your belly and your legs as if you were trying to lift without lifting. Just feel a tension. Breathing. Keep that tension. Draw the belly in. Lift up your spine. Can you lean back with your hands to the floor? Can you lift up your chest more? Keep adjusting for your comfort. The shoulders need to rotate back. The shoulders need to pull away from the ears. The chest lifts up more and stretches. Careful with your fingers. Engage your fingers in the floor, not just the base of your hand. Engage all 10 knuckles on the floor, not just the base of your hand near the wrist. Think about it. Can you pull your tail more, bringing your hips off the heels? Make a flat line. Breathing. Sink your ears back down into your shoulders. Draw your shoulder blades more. Lift your chest more. Lift your hips more. Gently. And gently come back down. Softly come back in. One leg and then the other. Lifting the hips up to the sky, way up high. Soften the heels to the floor. So let's just pedal those heels. Just pedal. Gently melting. Breathing. Soften. Let's lift the right leg up to the sky. Reach it up as high as you can. Feel that left heel lift up high. Feel that left heel sink down low. Pigeon pose, reaching forward. Try to get that knee further than the hand and out wider than the hand. Can you go there? Lengthen what you can. Don't hurt yourself. And relax. Are you straight in your body? Is there an evenness in your weight distributed between your legs? Inhale up that body. Use your belly to pull away from the thigh. Feel it, careful. Use blocks, book something to hold you here if you need to, even in the front of you, or nothing. Can you lift up your left arm? Right leg is in front, left arm is up. If your left leg is in front, the right arm is up. Take a deep breath. And melting down to your elbows. Don't relax here. Lengthen both your back leg lengthening back, your hips melting to the floor. Your body is lengthening forward without pulling the hips forward. Downward dog. Inhale. Gently come back up. Way up high. Reach up to the sky. Feel the heels melting to the floor. Lift up your left leg. Way up high. Lift up your right heel. Sink down your right heel. Pigeon pose. Way up. Lengthen. Allow. Back leg to reach as far back as it can. Try not to let the knee roll out to the side or to the inside, but straight on top of the kneecap, straight on top of the foot. Line your toes to your heel, to your knee, to your hip, to your heel in the front. Everything lines up. Inhale with your belly, pulling away that body. Reaching upward when you can. The right arm goes up, left leg is down, left leg is forward. Reach when you can. Lengthen. And melting down. Down we go. Gently allow. Feel your breath. And gently rise. Inhaling, come back up. Soften your hip to the floor and bring your leg around. Excellent. Bridge pose. Give yourself enough room if you have a mat or just enough room wherever you are to lay down softly, bringing your chin to your throat, shoulder blades flat. Heels hip width apart, underneath the knees. Try to line up your second and third toe to your heel. Keep your knees from bowing, keep your knees from buckling. Lifting the hips. As we lift the hips more, tuck the shoulder blades underneath more. Try to get the hands underneath as well. Breathe in. Can you lift your hips high enough to make your chest dome upward? And while your chin is touching your throat, the chest tries to touch the chin. And relax. And release and soften. Melting down. Bring the right knee up to your chest. Softly pull back. Relax your head to the floor. Releasing. Back down. Bring the left knee up to your chest. Gently pulling with both hands. Releasing. Soften down. Bring the right knee to the chest. Left hand holds for a spinal twist. Head turns to the right, right arm to the side. Try to keep your palm down. Soften your waist, your lower back. Feel your upper back melting without letting it lift. Breathing. Try to find the center of your spine with your left heel and your crown. Gently come back around. Soften. Extending out to your flat. Inhale the left knee up, the right hand holds, the left hand comes to the side, head turns to the left. Find your center between your heel, right heel, and crown. Find that middle. Keep everything reaching. Keep allowing your spine to relax more. And relax. Come back around. Inhale, draw both knees up to your chest, grab the legs. You can interlace your hands if you can. Hug your elbows to your thighs, shoulders to your knees, tuck your chin to your throat, forehead towards your knees, heels pulling down toward the thighs, a gentle rock from side to side. Mounting to the right side, all the way down, pushing away from the floor, coming back up, having a seat, let yourself melt, and relax. That should feel much better. Allow that right knee. All right, allow the left knee out to the side. Breathe. Don't rush. Allow yourself to settle into yourself. Feel yourself. Can you pull your flesh out on each side? Do you have room to give? Give yourself the room. Keeping that right leg straight as you can, push the heel away, push that knee down, push the back of the thigh back. Can you? Anchor that leg. Now anchor your left foot into your thigh and push into it, and push back into your foot with your thigh. Push down in your knee. Feel a nice anchor in both legs. Draw your body tall. Sweep your arms up. Take a deep breath. Rotate your body to the front. Gently what your body lets you. Doesn't matter how far you go. Relax. Think of stretching yourself. Stretching. Reaching. And maybe you can push that back of the thigh back more. Maybe you can push your knee more. Maybe you can push your heel more. Legs are always working, so you can stay softer at the top. Chin stays in. Reach. Can you stay squared, shoulders parallel to the floor? Over your thigh with the middle of your heart, middle of your sternum, middle of your chest. However you see it is good. Reaching. And rise. Come back up. Exhale, the arms down to your sides. Inhale, sweep them back up. So this time, shift your entire right leg forward with your hip. Reach. How far can you go? Make it reach. See how far my body turned on its side just because I reached my leg and drew my hip forward. It angled out the hips. Make it work. So it's now easier to turn on my side. Inhale the arms. Turning your body to look at your knee, your left knee, and then extending out toward the right foot. Reach up the left arm and notice where your arm is. Can we keep it with your ribs rotating on your side, everything flat? Inhale, come back up, all the way. Softly come forward and relax. Extend out your legs, square off your hips, make yourself comfortable. Push that left leg, push that heel down, push that knee down, push that flesh back, allow your belly to pull in. Let that leg come out to the side. Engage your foot into your thigh and thigh into your foot, knee to the floor, back on the thighs, pushing, and we're reaching up. Feel. Sweep the arms. Rotate over your thigh, head to knee, gently, allowing what we can. Keep thinking of lifting upward. That's the best medicine. Lifting upward. And then gently and gradually allowing the hip joint, the pubis, to all melt forward. Just what you can. Inhale, come back up. Shifting your leg, shift it forward. Feel yourself moving. Notice that angle, sweep the arms. On your side. Inhale, come back up. Relax, release, and softly melting down. Extend your legs and separate them. Comfortably. Notice I'm rocking my legs internally down to the floor. Feel the difference on how that feels. Keep them a little wide, or whatever your body lets you. Pull the back of the thighs back. Feel the belly drawing in. Inhale the arms to the sky. We're going straight to the floor with the hands, body leaning forward. That's a good place to start. It's a starting point. Breathing. Allow yourself. Feel yourself lifting upward. Feel your heels pushing away. Can you lift your heels off the floor? Breathe in. Can you reach and touch your toes? Can you lift up your chest more and your shoulder blades back? Soften your heels to the floor and melting your body forward. Notice I'm not holding on. I'm just touching the tips of the toes and letting my hands slide. You can do the same thing on your legs, whatever your needs are. Just on hold. Just a guide to help you slide. And keep reaching the crown and the chest toward the floor. What you can. Inhale, come back up. Soften the toes, interlacing the fingers. without lifting the toes off the floor, without pulling with your hands. Ask your knees to melt down. Breathing, adjust your hips, rocking off one and then the other. Feel the difference. Softly rolling your body forward and down. Anchor your arms, elbows, either on your calves or in front of your shin. If they're on the calves, you're pushing down to press your knees further. If they're on your shin, you're pulling in to extend further. Ask your knees to push. There's not a lot of tension in the hands. It's very soft. Soft, soft, soft hands. It's all legs, belly, breath. Crown begins to extend further forward. And gently come back up. Bring that left leg inside. Bring that right leg around to the side. Whatever you can do is fine. Hold and give yourself a little hug. Lift up that body tall. Gently. Wherever your foot will go, whether it touches the floor or not, right here, doesn't matter. You're just pulling that leg up toward the chest. Nothing big. Just allow yourself to hug. But remember to lift yourself up as well. Breathing. And relax and soften. Switching legs. Nothing hard. It's all soft. If your foot can stay on the floor while you're pulling, awesome. If it can't, it can't. No worries. But you can't have your cake and eat it too. So you can't put your foot on the floor if it can't go on the floor, because the more important part is the hip. The hip has to be on the floor, not the foot right now. And all we're doing is just hugging that leg. So whatever the body allows us to do is another thing. Gently pulling in. Feel yourself releasing into your hips so that you can extend further. Relax. Relax. Gently feel. Don't squeeze hard. Gently, gently, gently. Ask your legs to work more than you're actually pulling with your hands. Take a deep breath. Are you lifting yourself tall? And relax and soften. Lengthen out the legs one more time. This time I'm going to point them what you can. I'm going to turn on my side for the mat's sake so I don't slide. Gently point your toes, hands back. Draw your body, your shoulders over your wrists. Extend those arms. Draw your shoulder blades. Reaching what you can. Pulling a little further, hips up. So remember, sometimes this is challenging, so you can keep one leg bent to help you lift up what you can. But the ears, try to keep them into your shoulders and chin to your throat. And come back down. Inhale the arms up to the sky, way up high. Into a forward fold. Now to your crown. Reaching, feeling, everything flattened. Bend your elbows, reaching forward. Try not to round. Round as much as you need. Release as much as you can. Inhale, come back up. Way up high. And soft. Arms back. Ready? We're going to do the other leg if you haven't done it yet. We're going to do the other leg. Or both legs. I'm going to do both legs for now. Draw the shoulder blades back. Lifting upward. Engage the belly as we exhale the hips up. Breathing. Crown, chin, shoulders, ears, everything working to stay where it belongs. And gently come back. Sweep the arms way up high. Into a forward fold, melting down. Breathing. Again, reaching a little further. Push the hips back further. Lengthen your heart. Lengthen your crown without a pull. And gently come back up. Allow the legs to cross. Softly and comfortably. Take a deep breath. Feel the belly pulling in with your exhale. Take a deep breath. Exhaling, draw the belly in. Take a deep breath. Allow the head to turn to the right. Adjust your head to the left. Keep lifting your chest, keep pulling your shoulder blades. Notice how you become rounded. Try to engage. Back to the center. Sweep the arms, inhale. Interlace your fingertips, turn your palms upward. Pressing. Draw the belly in. Can you feel your ribs stretching up higher, your knees pushing down more, your belly drawing in deeper? Soften your ears, your shoulders, your neck, your arms. Gently from your arms, your shoulders, pull back. And relax. And melting forward. Again, a little twist. Right hand to the left leg. Left hand behind us. Lifting with a little rotation. Feel that left shoulder blade pull back more. Inhale, sweeping around to the other side. Exhale for the twist. Pull that right shoulder blade back more. Inhale, come back to the front. Sweep the arms to the sky, way up high. Let the hands touch. Soften your hands to your heart. Close your eyes with a little bow of your head. In gratitude for the kindness you've shown yourself, take a deep breath. With gratitude in your heart to the higher you, to the source of your existence, to the universe, to the world healing itself, to a normal life. With gratitude, take a deep breath. As we inhale, allow the head to lift, the eyes begin to open. May peace follow you always. Namaste. Thank you. I'll see you later. I'll see you tomorrow. Either way. Thank you again.